No more locked doors, head ass.
No more locked door. Big old TV.
What y'all, you know what I'm saying? What's happening?
BG gonna get us on banned on YouTube.
I will love you anyways.
You better hit that shit.
Can I stay?
Hit that
You
note.
are the one for me.
Mm-hmm.
Here's where you ought to be. I just want to satisfy you. You're not mine, I can't deny it. Don't you hear me talking, baby? Love me now, or I go crazy. Whoa, sweet thing.
That's the mice.
Don't you know you're my everything?
Whoa.
We are the Sibs, Dunkin' Bambi and Juice the Kid. Here to make you laugh and have a good time. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Nigga, what? Hey, niggas can't be denying. They be listening to all that soft shit.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, I'm not gonna lie, I might not be one of the ones, but like it's a good song. But that Fantasia song, I hear your picture, I'm out here. I don't be rocking to that song like that. It's other songs for me, you know what I'm saying? That I'd be like, you know.
So are you more so like the old school, preferably slow jam, or are you into like some of the new school stuff?
Some of the new school stuff is pretty cool, pretty dope, but like more so, yeah, old school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Any old school, whether it's a male, female, anything like that, like anything for Selena.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel like that's what I've been on lately. I'm not on that shoot 'em up, bang bang. I'm more old school. You know what I'm saying? Lyrics, all that shit.
I never really have been into that shoot 'em up, bang bang style. Like every now and then, like I might listen to some old school rap stuff, but as far as like the new school, it's a no for me, dog. Like I'm more so into the anything old school, oldies, R&B, rap.
I mean, some of the new stuff is like cool. Like when I was 18, 19, I was
back in the day when
I was all
I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I still wish I was a kid again.
Jerome,
put on that Bobby Womack.
Nah, I want to go way back.
Oh yeah,
but yeah, like you know what I'm saying. When I was like 18, 19, I was Mozzie this and all that stuff. But now I'm like, I'm just more chill, bro. I got kids.
And I mean, like, I listen to them too. Don't get me wrong. And if I'm in a mood for it, you know what I'm saying, some YG or some Nipsey or
if I'm working out or something, if I'm working out or something, yeah. But like on a regular, like getting in the car basis, like nah. I be telling Brooke 6 o'clock in the morning, she be. You want to talk shit? You want to run your mouth? You want some gangsters touch your motherfucker? I'd be like, turn that shit off. Turn that shit off. Turn that shit off.
Hey, if it's early in the morning and she gotta go to work like that, shoot, I'll be blessed with some music like that too.
Yeah, nah, I mean, like,
like that be the type of music that like I might play on the way to the club to like get us hype, get us crunk, you know, or like at a pre-turn up, we at the house, we kicking it. That's the type of, you know what I'm saying, shit that I probably play then. But on the way to work, when I got to talk to customers or, nah, because that'll get me in the wrong mood for work.
Yeah, like
I be wanting to fight every customer that get about it.
Off if you don't talk Now there was a post. I think Austin had shared it, or a few people had shared it, but I think Austin was the only one I really remembered. And it was like bank account $8,000 something or IRS like $8,000 something. And then it was like me telling the manager, like, nigga, I'll quit right now. Like, you better watch who you talking to. It's crazy because like I'm not gonna lie, when I get paid, motherfucker, watch your mouth, nigga.
It's a whole different attitude.
Hey, what? Nigga, don't be. You want them lashes, don't you? Watch your mouth. Nah, I'm playing. Nah, I don't think money would ever change me, to be honest. I'll probably still be the same person.
So speaking on that conversation, or the post that you seen, so if you won the lotto, right? 50, let's say, just to throw a number out there, 50 million. You won 50 million.
Yeah.
The debate is: would you quit your job, or since you got it, or would you keep working?
I would keep working. I'm investing my shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I'm investing it, buying land to build a house or two on, like my own little gated community.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna add to it because realistically, the 50 million or whatever, first of all, it's gonna be taxed. Let's get that straight.
Right.
Then on top of that, whatever I get back from after the taxes, like I said, I'm investing it and then putting the rest up to know that I still have it. Because look, if I own my own shit, right? Let's say I get two houses built, I don't have to pay rent. I'm only paying what maybe property tax, whatever the case may be. And then the money that I'm making working every 2 weeks, that's spending money.
Yeah.
That's okay. Let's go get this, or let's, you know what I'm saying? Um, and like I
I
said,
feel
I'm
like
putting the rest up for my kids, and keeping investing it, keep going from there. Cause I'm not gonna just blow through it and buy 6 cars. And nah,
that's where
I want to
people fuck
own some
up.
shit. I want to own my own house, so nobody can tell me when to leave, when to go, whatever the case may be. And even if I own the property, I still think I have to pay taxes on it. So I have to
Yeah.
keep that in mind. So the money that I'll be making pretty much from working my job would be on that at a yearly basis. You know what I'm saying? Saving up for that. And then groceries, whatever the case may be, because I would pretty much be free at that point in time. Because
Yeah.
I would pretty much be owning my own shit. So I don't have to answer to nobody.
Yeah.
Now, if it came to a point to where it came between, okay, this job is stressing me the fuck out and, my sanity, then yeah, because I have
Yeah.
something to fall back on. But then I'll probably still go get another job because I don't want to get complacent. The average millionaire, or every millionaire, I think they have like at least 6 incomes. So I can't just
To
focus
to
on
keep that
one.
millionaire status.
Right. I can't just focus on one. It was six, it was something like that, but they have more than one income pretty much. They're not just banking on this right here. It's more than that.
Mm-hmm. Faithful. I mean, Faith. What's your thoughts on it? That's good though, BJ.
At first, like when this question came across
And fuck
before
Sally
we
Mae,
did
she
the
ain't getting
show,
shit. Now play.
usually I would like automatically say, yeah, immediately quit my job and like everything. But then actually finding out more about financial and then going to that financial class and everything, I agree with BJ. Like I still would work my job for a little bit, but not only would I work my job, I'll be working towards assets. I'll be working towards LLCs for any companies that I would want to start. I'll be working towards, like he said, owning property and basically playing freaking Monopoly. That's basically literally the game of the world is playing Monopoly. Yeah. Once you understand the rules,
get as much capital and everything as possible.
Know everything, yeah. It's just straight up Monopoly. So I would probably work the system to where it benefits me and my family. And then once I know that the money that I'm profiting off of my assets and like the 2 companies or 3 companies or companies I might invest in is starting to go off, and then everything goes through on me building my house and having my property, I'll probably quit my job.
Yeah.
Right then and there, be like, hey, everything over here is working out. I really don't need this job. It's too much. I'm working for myself right now.
Now, I think to add on to what Faith is saying, I think majority of it is being humble. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to. That's why I think I would also still keep working because yes, I may have this money in the bank, 50. First of all, 50 million when it's taxed, whatever the tax is going to be, whatever. Yeah. Whatever you get in return from that is really, I mean, it costs a lot.
That could go fast. Yeah.
Like, just imagine in 1 year how much we spend on rent, groceries, out to eat, whatever the case may be. Like that all adds up to maybe fucking $1 million in a year or two. So if you blowing through your shit, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I would invest, give me some property, whatever the case may be, humble myself by still working and still having that. And because that's really, if you think about it, that's one income. You won something, boom, this money is not gonna fucking come back the next year. So you have to maintain that. So I would still work a regular job, but know in the back of my head, okay, let me go ahead and invest this in a business and get my business started. So that way I can make another 50 million. You know what I'm saying? With the years to come,
Right.
so on and so forth. But go ahead.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I definitely agree with y'all. I would still work and then build up my own stuff, or invest in a company that is like a small business or something to where we can build it. So, or do both, start my own and invest in a company or invest in stocks or, whatever it is, but something where my money can be flipped and then back in return. And probably pay off my car loans or any loans that I do have, so that way I can get good credit. Because if you have good credit, you can get a lot of stuff on just credit alone. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that I was never really taught, or we weren't taught in school, is the importance of credit and having and maintaining that credit. Checks and balances, anything financially, really, those are things that we weren't really taught. So now that I'm older and I know that those are things that are important, I would definitely pay those off, get my credit good, give me a nice little house. I don't need a whole 40 acres and a mule. I just need a little bit of something that I can have that's my own, build it up. My little house, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be straight. I'll be good.
Little house on the pair.
Something I can pass down to my kids, you know what I'm saying? And they be in generations to where they don't have to worry about nothing. If they want to knock it down and rebuild, that's fine, because it's our land. You know what I'm saying? But something like that. And then I would definitely go ahead and splurge and get my little car that I want. You know what I'm saying? Either my little truck or my little Range Rover got to be burnt orange with the chocolate maple wood interior on the inside, But I will go ahead and that may be a little something I treat myself with. But that's
I'm getting a bus pass.
He said I'm saving every penny. Hey, you like that, like the daddy off of Everybody Hates Chris, penny pinching ass.
Eventually.
So I probably make sure like everything's paid off though.
Right.
Like paid in full in my name, everything. Anything that I touch, I'm gonna own. Houses, cars, land.
That's how it should be.
Just like this, there's one lady that I saw, she found a place where she could set up shop for her salon and everything. And then she prayed over it. She was like, okay, God, if there's anything more for me, let me know. Literally upstairs from her salon was an empty like place. It was like big enough for like a hair store in here. And then she was like, she put in, like some money on it and everything to try to get a bid on it. And then she got that too. So literally above her salon, she has her own hair shop. Like, and she prayed over that one too. And she was like, if there's anything more, let me know, God. And she was like, if patience and being humbled in yourself, that's when your best blessings come to you.
So Faith, what's your plans after you graduate? What's going on in the young mind?
Plan on being a kid. Like, I plan on really being the most mega kid ever.
Wait, did you say you plan on being the shit?
A kid.
Oh, continue. Carry on. Sorry.
I plan on, going to Disneyland and Disney World and experiencing everything that I truly didn't fully get to experience when I was little. Go shopping and everything, not really having to worry about anything. But also, it's not just like I said, just being lazy and playing around, playing on the video games and all that. I really want to use that time as well to start up some companies and get that pushing on little assets that's going to lead up to something bigger.
I feel like that's one good thing that's come out of like generations after mom and them, is like the next generation is trying to make something. Not saying that they didn't, or they didn't don't want to or whatever, but I feel like this new generation, from like me and BJ's generation to y'all's, we trying to make something for ourselves. We trying to build some shit. We trying to be wealthy. create generational wealth for our kids. Like I feel like we have a different grind, a different passion compared to the past generations. But also,
whoa, hold on.
wait,
I'm in
let me
between,
finish.
so I'm a
Let me
zennial.
finish.
This got
Let
nothing
me
to do with
finish.
me. I'm a zennial. Okay,
Let
I'm
me
in between.
finish.
I'm not as Gen
I
Z.
also will say we have a lot more freedom and less racial disparities, whatever the word is, compared to how it was for them. They were blocked. So a lot of things that we're able to do now, they couldn't do. So I'm not downing them at all in any way, shape, or form. But I feel like now we do have the power more to be able to create those lanes and those businesses and those things for us now than they did.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's like more of a hunger, more of a drive
say,
and everything for us.
What I was gonna say towards that is I feel like us being, I was born 95, you was born 94. As far as the 90s are concerned, it was a lot easier for us. It was like an alley-oop, like they pretty much alley-ooped it up to us. And the reason why I say that also is because we actually got to see everything transition from the phones to the internet to the camera to like technology, everything, cars, clothes, everything transitioned, and it made it a lot easier for us to where it's like, okay, we did what we had to do. We struggled. We alley-ooping this shit to y'all. If y'all don't slam dunk this shit,
we gonna take
y'all just like
don't want the
got
opportunity.
no fucking ambition or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So like literally, that we pretty much have to run with that. So that's why I think that's why Soulja Boy be so like amped up to be like, I was the first nigga to do this first, because nigga, when everything changed, nobody was fucking with YouTube like that. Nobody was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I definitely agree with you on that, Juice. I feel like, the ancestors alley-ooped it, and then like we gonna slam dunk it at this point. But like I said, they also probably see that there's a difference in how things are changing and giving us more of an opportunity than they had. But I also feel like some of the older generation is like, why won't you just do this? Or why won't you just do that? Like, get a regular job like I used to. And I had to work for this and I had to work for that. Like, yeah, that may be what you had to do, but it's different now. I don't have to go through the same avenues that you went through to get to the same destination that you're at now. And I feel like they be trying to like project or put that same thing on us. And it's like, we don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to work a 9-to-5 for the rest of my life unless I necessarily have to. But if I win the lotto or something, I'm trying to do something different. I'm trying to have my own shit. But if I have to work at 9-to-5, then I want to be good at that 9-to-5. I want to be somewhere where I don't have to talk to customers every day. I want to be able to teach people or be a trainer or be a supervisor or be a manager.
Also, motherfucker, they gotta understand too, like, y'all rent was like 30 cents. That wasn't paying $1,200-$1,300 in rent.
That better be apple juice you sipping on. Oh, okay. Anyway, yeah, everything was cheap back in the day. Even a bag of chips. Even when we saw the Candy Lady bag of chips, 25%.
Man,
them little bitty bags. Now them little bitty bags is like $1.09. Like, everything has changed since then. Everything costs money.
Oh, I was like, nigga, what are you smoking?
You hear me? That's what I
was like, she blowing big kush. What the fuck?
She was over there smoking and she had nothing but mold and apple juice in that damn cup.
It's tea.
Yeah. She over there rolling that big kush. Since we're talking about like old school shit, I feel like marriage is also something that's kind of like, it's like an old thing to me, kind of. Like, let me explain. I feel like before I got with Sherry, okay, let me back up. I always said I never really wanted to get married. I didn't see the importance of marriage because to me, it's just a piece of paper. It's just something legally saying that we're together and they can tax the fuck out of us. Period. Because once you get married, them incomes combined, they're going to take all of your shit. And then it's hard. Then you got to go through divorce and lawyers and all this other stuff if it comes down to that road. So it's just money. It's just money at this point. I feel like marriage is like a old, and I don't necessarily feel like it's something that's really carried into the new generations. Like everybody does situationships or they hook up, you know, they don't really see the value in marriage. I've also I've never really seen a successful marriage either. So it makes me scared to go down that road and then end up like the other people or past situations that I've seen. So what are y'all thoughts?
Before I say this, because I know how y'all older generation like to hustle.
Don't say older generation because we kind of right in there, Faith.
No, but a lot of older generation usually be like, if you're not a virgin, like before you get married and everything, and you get married, like you're not gonna make it to heaven. Basically, forcing not only their religion,
you gotta repent,
but also enforcing that like you're not allowed to have sex until you're married, and that's fine. You will make it into heaven if you do not do what I just said.
Yeah. Oof, that's another topic that's kind of touchy. That forcing the religion, but we gonna hold off on that one. To me, I feel like I've always been the one to like be different than everybody. Like, if I never got married, I feel like I'd probably be okay. I'm also the person that would be like okay with polyamorous relationship.
I thought,
or just being by myself. Like I feel like I could be okay being by myself or having situationships. I don't necessarily feel like I have to be married and I have to have kids and I have to have the picket fence and I have to, you know, that's other people's American dream, and I don't necessarily feel like I have to have that dream.
I kind of thought about being with like two guys, like having two boyfriends and like being a throuple. I thought about it.
Do tell, young lady, do tell.
So you want a train run on you?
Don't do that. Don't do that, Juice. Hold up. Wait a minute, because hold up.
Do you know what a throuple is? Hold up. No, I did not say that.
So this is one thing that we're gonna have to agree or disagree on, because Juice, I don't necessarily feel like that's a train, and I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, one, I don't understand why men feel like because it's two guys that it's a train, but if it's two girls, it's a threesome. It does not matter what the gender is; it's the same situation. So if it was you and two girls, you would probably be like, "Oh." You would never say, oh yeah, I let these bitches run a train on me, ever. It would always probably be a threesome. That's it. So
because I'm the dominant one.
That's the thing. Like, why?
Because I'm the dominant one.
It doesn't matter. Let's get into it. Why is it a problem for females to be a throuple or to be the head of the poly? But it's okay for the man to be the head of the throuple or be the head of the poly.
Listen, I'm not saying it's not okay. With that, I'm not saying that. At the end of the day, though, when it's two guys and one girl,
it's a threesome.
It's a train.
It's a threesome.
It doesn't always have to be two females and one guy to be a threesome.
It's the same amount of people, for one.
3. That's clue number 1 right there.
It does not matter what the parts of the gender is. It's the same thing. It's a sexual experience or relationship. So at the end of the day, it's more than one person. That is the double standards at this point.
Right there.
It's the
yes,
it is. How is it not double standards?
It's not.
That goes back to what people always say: boys will be boys, or whatever. Like, no.
Yes.
No,
it does.
No, we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna have to agree to disagree on this one, because I feel very, very highly, and I feel like I'm right. It's a 3, not a train. So, but I actually seen something. I think it was on TikTok recently where they was going back and forth on a live about that. Because the dude was like, I don't give a fuck.
Did this man just look it up?
It's two niggas. And it's a train, and that bitch is a hoe.
Look,
now, I don't listen. I disagree with that. because I feel like that would be a double standard to say that. Because of course a train, it's like, oh, um
What makes a
for
train
a
a train?
guy, for a guy, huh?
What
Huh?
makes a train a train?
A train is when it's two or more. Well, two or more guys pretty much taking down one girl.
So then, like I said, if it's two girls on you, it's a train.
It is. Come on.
Let's call it what it is. It's a train.
Yeah, I guess you could say, yeah, they ran a train on me. Cool. But I was the dominant one though. So it's not like I was just sitting there.
I mean, even the female could be the dominant one when it comes to two men. Because men are submissive too.
Nigga, then that's when you start to talk about pegging and stuff. Let's be real, because that's what I'm talking about. When I say dominant one, I mean like I'm the one that's like pounding, and I'm the one that's, you feel me? If you talk about you being the fucking what was the dominant one, you strapping niggas down.
No,
not
it's not always
necessarily.
that. It's
not
always that.
necessarily. Because
The female can have the
if you think about
energy.
if you think about a dominatrix, there are women who like to take control. So they don't necessarily peg men, they just tie them up. They whip them every now and then.
That's different. Tying them up, whipping them, that's different. But I'm talking about, nigga, when it's nigga what meat to meat, and it's nigga, I'm the one that's fucking going crazy on you. You ain't finna I mean, how are you going? That's no.
So in a situation, if a girl is riding, she's dominant at that point. So in that situation,
if she is riding me, I can choose to be somewhat submissive and let her do her thing, or I can grab the motherfucking hips and go crazy. So it's like, that's what I mean by that. Like, dominant is, bro, being dominant is totally different. Like, I'm telling you, being the dominant one is totally different. Like, when you talk about being dominant, you're talking about, nigga, I'm spreading them fucking legs open and I'm going to fucking work.
I just still, either way, I just feel like it's a double standard to say that if it's two women and a guy, it's a threesome, and if it's two men and a woman, that it's a train. It just feels like, yet again, there's a reason to degrade a woman, regardless of if she's black, white, Latino, Indian, Mexican, Hispanic. It's another form of degrading.
Okay, look, here goes the train definition. To give or
if it's not a combust type of engine,
give
or nothing, I don't want to hear it.
Receive instruction, discipline, or drill. To nigga, so nigga, if I'm running a train on a girl, well, first of all, I would never run the train. Let's get that straight, because I can never be comfortable being naked in front of another man. That's weird. Like, I would never do that.
Right there.
But I'm saying,
that's what some guys say. Right there. That's why sometimes they don't want to be in a threesome or in a throuple, because, oh my gosh, I feel uncomfortable. It's in front of the guy. He's gonna see my young one. That's where it also comes from.
If I'm in a poly, whatever, it's two females. I'm not, first of all, because I'm not letting no nigga go crazy in my girl, and then oh hey bro, what's up? Oh, where's our girlfriend at? Yeah, I'm not running the train. You know what I'm saying? I could never do that with another dude. But with another female, like two females.
I'm about to post this on Facebook.
There's the example right there. Crazy. You're literally throwing out the examples right there.
What example?
That's why what I just said, how that it's a double standard for a female to be the head of the poly or the head of the throuple.
I never said it. I never said that though.
You're throwing out examples of it though, of what your point of view.
Okay, so let me ask you this then. Let me ask you this: if you're the head of the throuple, right? What type of man are you wanting in that?
For my perspective, I would want a soft dom or like a pleasure dom.
So you want niggas
Somebody that would
aren't
pleasure
dominant. You want niggas that are not dominant.
Soft dom is actually being a submissive dom. They're not.
So you want a regular fucking relationship.
He can go both ways.
Yes.
So you wait. What you mean he can go both? Are you saying that he can be dominant and he can also be submissive?
Exactly.
It's a switch.
So you want a regular relationship from two different niggas?
That's the whole point.
So why not just have one nigga? That's what you just proved my point. Why not just have one nigga? Because I could tell you, there's times where I'm super dominant with Brooke, and I'm like, no, this is the final answer. And then there's times where I let her take lead, and I'm somewhat submissive and in the background. So you can get that from one person. You don't need. What do you need two niggas for? What do you need to train for?
Why you keep calling in the train? Oh my god! It's like having two females or having two boyfriends.
I'm gonna mute you.
So you want your cake and eat it too. If you just now listen, you just now said that you will want a soft what'd you say, soft dom, or is that what you said, soft dom?
Mm-hmm.
So he can be soft and he can be dominant. What does the other nigga do?
That's that street nigga.
So you are basically saying you want a soft dominant nigga with trash dick, and you want a pleasure dominant nigga with good dick. That's basically what you're saying? Because
now, who's to say the soft dom wouldn't have good?
Okay, so listen, you just proved my point, Nina. You just proved my point. What is the point of the other nigga then? If a nigga got hold on, if the soft dominant got good, pee whatever, good dick, that is also being able to pleasure you.
Not necessarily.
So what? Okay, explain to me what's going on.
Hold on, Juice. Hold on, Bambi. I got you. Every woman is different. Some women don't just want the PP. Some women want more than the PP. Some women need more than the PP. I cannot. No, I'm gonna be 100% real. I cannot get there off of the PP alone. So some dudes be like, smash, smash, smash. Yeah, I did that. And I be like, for yourself, I still need the pleasure.
Okay.
The pleasure is not in the PP for me.
So does the pleasure not come with him being a little bit submissive or soft with you?
It depends. It depends.
Caressing you.
It really does, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Majority
it depends.
So
sometimes,
what would you need the other nigga for? And hold on, let me tell you this. If you are the head, why are you not coaching this nigga up to be that for you? What do you need to add another nigga for? You know what I'm saying? To you could just coach the one nigga up that's already soft dominant and let him know, hey, I need more than just you fucking blowing my brains out every night.
It depends.
If you are truly the head,
break that person up,
if you are truly the head, because being the head is being in lead, in charge, being a coach, quote unquote. So why are you not able to coach this one nigga to do the one other thing that you need him to do? What do you need to add this other nigga for?
If you want it to a certain standard, because there's certain females who have majority masculinity energy and want them to a certain standard, they'll bring them to there. They'll coach them to there. And then having a different feel and a different person to also love you and everything is an added bonus. Not only that, sometimes us females don't always like feeling dominant and everything. Some females are a switch. So maybe she's dominant for this guy and maybe she's a sub. But also, and the relationship is key.
Also, I feel like sometimes too, like you don't want to change that person. So, like, I mean, yeah, you can throw hints to that
I'm not
person,
saying
like,
I'm
hey,
not
this,
okay.
This is something that I don't like, or I want you to do this better. But if they feel like they can't meet that standard, then that is where that other person comes into play.
So why not be single and just have?
Why be single when you can have two?
Bruh, I'm gonna answer your question, right? I'm gonna answer your question, but answer mine as well. why not be single and have options?
Way I'm having options. If I'm single or
You're only
or
having
if I'm in
two
a
options.
relationship.
You're only having two options in a relationship. When you're
Mhm.
single, you can have more than two options.
Maybe I don't
Because,
want.
Yeah, but
because
then,
listen,
but then,
if you're saying that there's other things in life that a person can give you, do you think that there's only two people on the earth when you're single that are just gonna give you everything that you need?
This
Yes
is
or no?
easy.
yes.
No, hold on, wait. This is easy for you to say as a man. You can say I can be single and have multiple options. And I'm gonna say that only because if it was a woman that said I'm single and have multiple options, she would be a hoe.
But that's the younger generation saying that. If
Nobody
you
is
are
saying
having,
that.
That's
listen,
every
if a nigga,
generation.
if a nigga is in his mid or late 20s, early 30s, they're not gonna look at her as a hoe. At least I wouldn't. I may be different. I'm gonna look at her
There's
as,
people in our generation right now, BJ, that would say, "Oh, she got 10 niggas. She a hoe. She talking to 10. She talking to my homeboy. She a hoe. Period. It don't matter what
bruh,
generation
And
it
they'll
is.
refer her
I
as a
think
freaking lock who's been having hella keys in her,
I
basically.
I think
So
it's
having
different.
those two options and having two people that already understand you, you're dominant for this person, you're submissive for this person,
Okay, so
having
what
that relationship locked down is what a female wants.
what is the definition of a hoe?
In our Black African American young generation, a person that either talks or fucks with multiple people.
What's the definition of a prostitute?
The
The
same
same
thing,
thing.
but gets money.
Mm-hmm.
For
Well,
it.
do
Okay,
they? Like if
so
it was a dog.
if she has 10 niggas and five of them at least are providing her lifestyle, money,
Prostitute,
out
hoe.
to eat, whatever.
Prostitute,
That's a
hoe. That's what she's gonna be.
profession.
That's what she's gonna
That's
be
a
labeled as.
profession.
That's
Not
what she's gonna
Okay,
everyone
be
looks at
labeled
it
so
like
let
as.
me
that.
ask you this.
What's a what?
What is
Literally
a porn
gets
star do?
paid having sex with strangers and it
For
being
money.
recorded and put it on the internet.
So it's basically a
Again,
thin line. A porn
also,
star and a prostitute is basically the same thing to me, except for one doesn't get in trouble for it, and one it is a career.
Okay, so with it being a career, how are you able? Why are you able to label them as a hoe or a prostitute? That's a career path. Just like
It comes
OnlyFans.
down
Hold on.
to the
Okay, so let me
man's
ask you this.
aspect. The men are always the one that's calling women hoe or degrading them.
not only that, certain female, like boys,
Well, I
moms,
would.
they be like, "Why are you dating a hoe? She's a prostitute. She da da da,"
Exactly.
and everything.
I
That's
think.
where the prostitute and the hoe comes in, and the whore comes in because she's doing
I
something
think.
that.
Listen, this is. I think this is what it is right here. Right. When you think about a woman, right, you think of her being classy, taking care of the house, taking care of the kids, all that stuff, right? So
Not
I think
necessarily.
that
That's
is
the
what
old. That's the old version. But continue.
but
Sorry.
okay, but what okay, so listen, a man and a woman they are put on this earth to do two different things, right? Our criteria as a man is totally different from the criteria of a woman. A man is put on this earth to lead, to take charge, to provide, all that stuff, right? That's what you expect from a man. To provide for you, to protect for you. Nene, shut up, first of all. Let me to provide for you, to protect you, make sure the money is coming in, all that shit. As a woman, when you come in and we meet in the middle, take care of the house, take care of the kids, make sure the dinner's on the table, all that shit. Yes, now it's different, it's intertwined. Like me personally, I like to cook. So I don't
I just
need
feel like
Brooke to
those
be,
standards
I
are
don't
so
need
outdated for men and
no,
women.
I get that, but you got to think of it from this aspect, right? The average man who has his own shit, his own house, own money, all that shit, that can pretty much do any and everything on his own.
Mm-hmm.
When a woman comes into that, he's not wanting to see the fact that you was all on OnlyFans and you was a hoe. So I think that's where that comes from. That's where she's a hoe. Because when you think of a
And for
value of a woman, you are degrading yourself by letting 10 niggas run trains on you and all
it's
that
not a
shit, or
train, it's a threesome.
whatever the case may be. So yes,
Sorry.
my point earlier, this might,
It's a very passionate debate over here.
blow that up. But
Now, but also you
know
can't
your
judge anybody
values,
for their
if you
past
know,
lifestyles either, or what they had to do
yes, you
to
can,
collect that
especially
money.
if it's on the internet. Yes, you can, because you got to think. If I'm, if think about it too. Look at prime example: Kanye West, Kim Kardashian. She got famous off a sex tape of Ray J. Right? Let's just be
Mm-hmm.
real.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think Kanye West DMs looks like? People telling, "Oh, I can't believe you." So that's why I'm saying it depends on the man. If the man is saying, "I don't give a fuck about your past," cool. But you gotta understand that plays a huge factor in it.
It shouldn't.
No matter if us, the females, are supposed to not worry about your
Men
background and everything, and
and
have
how many people he's
take
messed
care
with.
of your baggage and everything, not caring about your
Okay,
body count at all, but it's effective
so
when
so
our
so
body
we
count
talk
is
about.
higher and we
That's another
become a
double
hoe.
standard.
So if
So
our body
listen,
count is past 5 bodies and
I'm a
everything,
hoe
we're a
at that
hoe.
point.
But
Exactly.
when it's a guy,
I
oh,
don't care
we
about that.
we
I
clapping
feel like
for
it
him.
bring experience. But listen, let me tell you this.
Chloe.
Let me ask y'all. I'm gonna ask y'all two questions. Does a man's body count matter to y'all?
No, it does not matter to me because it shouldn't matter to them.
It never did.
Okay.
As
Let me
long as you
ask you
clean.
another question. Within that body count, let's say he knocked down your whole crew, even your mama. Let's just say he knocked down your mama. Are you still gonna be with him?
I'm about to ask them, how was it? Was it good? Yes or no? Because that's gonna determine if I'm gonna be with him.
Okay,
if it was trash,
that's what
No.
you just proved my point. It depends on the person and their outlook on it. You can't. It's not a whole generation. It's not a whole. I mean, it may be a whole generation. The younger generation is saying, "Oh, she's a hoe. She fuck with my bro." All this shit. Me personally, I couldn't be with somebody that fuck my homeboy. That's just me personally. I'm not gonna call them a hoe for that.
Why not? If your homeboy say, bro, he had the best pussy I never had, you not gonna double tap that?
No.
Why? If he's co-signing,
Yes.
if he's co-signing for that, you not gonna take his word for it and double tap that?
I couldn't do it. She's instantly like, to me, it instantly turns me off. Like, I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, we just have to agree to disagree because I feel
I
like
couldn't do it.
I feel like if it's somebody that has said, girl,
but you also got to understand
whipped
too.
and dipped and I'm about to be like, let's make a search, baby, because I'm trying to join the line.
But you also got to understand too, it's different. Like with different, there's niggas that maybe have, like, no homo when I say this or whatever, but there's niggas that probably have dick for specifically just to fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's niggas that got dick that's like, nigga, like, I want to marry you. I'm locking you down.
Never had that.
All that shit. I have that. I'm not giving out no mid-tier. I just want to, I'm giving out, nigga, you gonna be blown. As soon as I'm done and I walk out the house and I get in the car, you gonna be caught. Where you at? Nigga, I just left your house.
Stop.
I'm dead. I'm just being real. Hey, and if there's anybody that's watching is gonna watch this that can prove me wrong, do it. Comment on the video.
I don't want to hear all of that.
None of that.
Take
it in the fucking DMs.
No.
No, never mind.
She said save that for the DMs.
I'm gonna delete it. Like,
no, I mean, like I said, I guess it does depend on the person, but at the same time, I won't. That's just like when women say all men. I won't say it's the whole generation, but like I said, it's majority people in our generation and Faith's generation that feel like once you've done something so many times, you're put in this category that makes you a hoe or whatever it is. And I feel like the standard should be the same. If you're gonna grade me, a woman, on that standard, then it should be the same on both sides. Period. It should never be flip flop. That's just like I said with the whole threesome or a train situation. It should be the same on both ends. It shouldn't be called a train here and a threesome here. You shouldn't be called a hoe here and that's just a nigga, or that's just a boy doing boy things. It doesn't matter what it is.
Well, because you have to understand, Nini, yes, it's the older way of thinking, but it's even in the Bible. What does a man put on this earth to do? Reproduce.
And
reproduce reproduce and have hella kids. I mean, that's what reproduction is, to have hella kids. So, of course, if a woman has 6 kids with 5 different baby daddies,
she reproducing too.
She's not put on this.
It's a both ends.
Reproducing, right?
She's
bringing children into the world, right?
You can't reproduce by yourself.
But I'm saying, look at the mindset. Look at the mindset of people, though. That I'm just saying that's what they're looking at. Damn,
men feel like women are put here to reproduce as well, because we are the person that carries the babies. So a lot of times, like women are looked at as
what I'm saying though
person
is
to be able to reproduce. Like that's all we good for is to have children.
When you look at it though, like you just said, when a man does it, is he's just being a boy. Yeah, we're doing what we are supposed to. That we're doing. Yes, I understand. There's moral standards, all that shit. Like me personally, I can have 6 baby mamas running around. That's just not me. I want one person, 2 or 2, whatever. Cool. Yeah. Okay. You got one. You got my babies.
Yeah.
But 6? That's crazy. Nigga, what? You mean I gotta deal with 6 different fucking personalities for the rest of my life? Fuck no.
It's a spicy debate, bro, because at the end of the day, like I said, I feel like on both ends, it's like men are put here to reproduce and so are women. You know what I'm saying? It's a 2-way street when it comes to that. And some men look at it as women are just here to cook, clean, and give me babies. That's it, period.
We can
and if
reproduce.
You're not good for that. You're not good for nothing.
We can reproduce without even like seeing the person though. There's sperm banks.
But you guys voluntarily do that,
right? So at the end of the day, a woman needs us more than we need. You know, we
technically,
a woman need. If we want a baby, yes.
Really
but if the man does not want a baby, let's just be real. If I woke up one day, I was like, I do not want no more kids. What do you think Brooke is gonna say? Like if Brooke was like, I want 2 or 3 more. She is going to have to either go to the sperm bank or go be with another nigga that wants kids.
It's a 50.
Or she's going to have to sacrifice not having any more kids. It comes down to the female's decision.
Because of what? Because I said no. If I would have never said no, she would not have to make her decision, right?
Because she's with you.
Yes or no? Yes
she's
or no?
She's with you, right?
Yes
she's
or no?
She's with you, right?
If I
would you want Brooke to go to another man or have another man's sperm inside of her while making another baby that is not yours?
Faith.
Okay, then it comes back to the female's decision of if she wants to have another kid with another guy.
Yeah, that's like I said, that's just gonna have to be one topic where we agree to disagree, because I feel like it's gonna be a never-ending debate, not even just with us as far as the siblings, but just in general in society, period. Because men are always gonna look at women as, this is what y'all here to do. I got the ding-a-ling, so I'm superior to you and all this other shit. So regardless, it's gonna be women are only put for this specific thing, and if you don't do that specific thing, you're not a woman, or you're this or you're that. So it is what it is.
That's back like to the question that's kind
of just like me in my relationship. Like, one thing that makes me mad is when people always ask me, like, when are you gonna have kids? Because I feel like everybody always puts the pressure on a woman to have babies. It's like that's all we're here to do, is to breed and get in the kitchen and make a motherfucking sandwich. Like, that's not.
You know how many times I've heard that line?
That's not all I'm good for. Okay. There's
No,
more
we know.
things
Listen,
to
we
women
know
than
not
that.
you in particular, but there's females that can't cook, clean, worth a damn, and all they bring to the table is maybe some good head or pussy.
I
So
bring
they
that
definitely
regardless.
they definitely changed the narrative with that.
But not everybody though. I mean, and it's okay to have your standards. If you're a man that wants a woman to cook, clean, and have the the dinner ready by the time I get home, and you're on those old generational standards, that's fine. I'm
Then
sure
do
there's a
you?
woman out there for you, baby. But at the same time, things are changing. And some women cannot have babies. Some women don't know how to cook because they never had a mother figure. Some women don't know how to do certain things, so you cannot expect every woman to be up to this certain standard. And if it's
I'm not
one of
gonna
those,
lie. A non cooking nut bucket, I couldn't do it. You can't cook and you can't have babies, one nigga. Like
I'm dead.
It's the term
I
nut
will
bucket
say,
for me.
yeah, cause
Faith, he
shit,
looks so
I'm not pulling out.
disgusted.
You can't have kids, so I'm not pulling out.
Faith,
So
Faith looks so disgusted.
I'm just saying.
First, I
Hey,
heard the word train. After I'm trying to explain why I would want to be a thruple. Now a nut bucket.
Look, she like, I can't take it. I can't take it, Juice. Nah, I mean, like me, I won't say that I can't have kids, but there's certain factors that are keeping me from having kids.
right.
Like I will say that I have tried. I wanted one, didn't happen. Um, some women have infertility issues or things where they just can't. So if you look at a woman as that's all she is, then that makes them feel like I'm no good. I'm already off
And
the
that
board.
they're worthless. And they go
What
through
else?
all this depression, anxiety over a guy.
So it's like, what else can I bring to the table? That kind of makes us go back to that other topic that we had before.
Yep.
Women always feel like they have to have something. They always have to be something in a man's eyes for them to, be worthy or whatever the hell. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Even if
That's not true.
even when I was with a man, and I've had boyfriends and I've had relationships, I had a fiance, that was a guy, all that shit. I always felt like I never really was up to the bar because, for one, I've never really been.
I don't know who that nigga is.
I've never really been like a feminine woman. Like, even when I tried, I still had like that grit to me. So I was always like, damn, like I feel like I'm missing something, or it's something that I should be bringing to the table, or that he's probably looking for that I can't provide.
You was headed to trouble.
You coming in a little low, sis.
Nah, but listen though, women are born with like I guess you can say value. Let's just say women are born at 100%, right?
Is it because it's just a woman, or is it because the fact that she has a pussy, or is it because she can try to reproduce? What starts off the value at 100%?
I'm about to explain it.
Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
Okay. Well,
So think about this, right?
Mhm.
Let's say you got 5 females in a room, and they all look the same: fat ass, big titties.
Me? Okay.
It's gonna take one thing in particular for one of them to stand out, right? Right?
Okay.
So you guys somewhat already have like that it factor, I guess, like that to maybe make people gravitate to y'all or to make people want y'all already. Y'all are born with that already.
Objectified. Okay.
Us as men,
pheromones.
Us as men,
Uh-huh.
we have to create that for ourselves. Whether it's getting in the gym, working out, or like we have to be that. So whenever you was like, when you was saying like, oh, I have to meet the standards, nigga, you guys don't. We have to meet and over succeed those standards to even be noticed in a woman to even look into our direction, as damn that nigga. Hold on, let me see what he talking about.
I think it depends, Juice, because everybody has a preference, and that's the thing. So when I was speaking on me personally as far as meeting the bar, because I'm not as feminine as other women. There's women out here, they got their nails done, their hair did, laid, flipped, dyed, and laid to the side. I'm not that type of bitch. But it depends on that person's preference, I guess, on what they like or what, like, I'm me, when it comes to me and men, I genuinely not 100% don't like men. So I'm always playing the I don't like you, I don't want you role. And it's not really a role because I really don't be wanting y'all. But some men like that. They like
you want me, you know,
like,
you want.
Yeah, so they feel like, okay, I'm about to pursue that because she playing hard to get. Some women like a man that is not fit, a man that don't have a gym body, a man that's a teddy bear, a man,
Yep,
you know what I'm
the
saying?
teddy bear, you get a masculine.
Exactly. So y'all don't necessarily have to build yourself. Y'all may feel like y'all have to because that's a set beauty standard.
But society has put, like you guys told us about, oh, you're big, oh, you're this. Well, that was what females put, and that's what, okay. Same goes like, for men, because men said that too to their boys and everything. They were like, hey, yo, bro, you kind of put on weight. Are you okay? Boom.
Never heard of
you standing from your boys.
I gotta get in the gym.
No, yeah, but listen,
and
listen. I'm not gonna lie. Coming from me though, like me personally, I got to the point where I really don't give a fuck because, I mean, there was a certain point in time. Like I think I'm the heaviest I've ever been in life in general. Like, yes, I was always a bigger kid, but then I started getting into sports real heavy and stuff like that. I mean, I've never had a problem ever getting any girl. After I reached the confidence level and was just like, fuck it, like this is me. So, but at the same time, there could be a female that, like, let's just say, for example, right? Just I'm putting out an example. This is not true. Let's say, damn, I want that girl over there, and she tells me, "Nigga, what the fuck? You fat as fuck. Like, I don't want you. Like,
you're not her preference,
right? Okay, yeah, I understand the preference, but but what I'm basically saying is this. But what I'm basically saying is this: if I was like the size that I am now, but like was super cut up and buff and six pack, there's not a female that would say no to me, whether I'm her preference or not.
There's some. I'm not saying like it's gonna be a majority of like the female population. I'm not speaking for everybody, but there's some out there.
The percentage is a lot higher for females.
Females that wouldn't want you if you had a six pack and all that.
All right, that's what I'm saying. The percentage goes up. Think about it. Like, let's just say, for example, you snatched up, body all right. Okay, Beyonce. Let's just say whatever, Beyonce body. Let's just, for example, there's not a female or a nigga that would say no to y'all with anything.
I doubt it. Because y'all still have. Well, it depends because some men only are looking at the ass to boob ratio. Some men actually look at the face ratio.
Some men actually go for thighs.
Some men go for personality.
So
it would depend.
But there's certain qualities that a person can look past if they get in that ass. I'm just saying.
That's true.
And there's certain flaws and there's certain red flags that some people just be like, oh, I see them.
So a female is not gonna look at me.
So you telling me, Juice. You telling me, Juice. If I lose weight right now, kept the same personality and everything, if I lose weight right now, I'd have 50% more niggas holler at me because I lost weight.
So why weren't you?
It would bring a different caliber of man to you. Yes, 100%.
Okay.
Like the same niggas that want you now will still want you. Yes, but that'll open up, like I said, your percentage, and other niggas would be like, damn, hold on, like who is this? Type shit.
So that brings to say that you weren't fucking with me when I was ugly and when I was overweight and everything, but now you fucking with me because I lost weight, my skin got a little glow to it, a little shape to my
I'm
face,
not
a little
saying,
hourglass and all this.
I'm
And
not,
different.
you're missing the point. There's females right now in the world that have never seen me ever in life. But it takes one picture to go viral. Let's say I got a six pack and I post a picture with my shirt off. Them other females are gonna, that's what I'm saying. There might be other niggas that see her. Like I said, you're opening up your percentage. It's wider now. I'm not saying this bitch over here that I went to high school with didn't want me because I was fat, and now she want me because I got a six. I'm not saying that. What
It's
I'm
different
saying
niggas.
is
I
the
get what you're saying.
percentage goes up
As far as the
whenever
DMs
I'm
flooding.
pretty much like flawless. Think about it that way. Whenever the less flaws I have, the percentage goes up. Let's just be real.
I feel like regardless, because you can be a big girl and be flawless, or a big nigga and be flawless. Comes down to personal preference. Because even if you post a picture right now, Juice, if you was to post a picture right now with that beanie, the glasses, have the right light and everything, you being a bigger nigga, whatever the case may be, and it goes viral, the same amount of people that is thin and want you to be small, you probably have the same amount of chubby chasers or whatever you want to call it, BBW lovers or whatever it is, just because there's a certain amount of people that like you the way you are.
Right. Mm-hmm. I agree, but what I'm saying is this.
It just open. I get what you're saying. You're saying it opens up the door for a different caliber, a different breed, a different type of men that like that type of style that I've changed or adapted to.
I feel like men get rejected more than women, way more.
I actually would have to agree with you on that, Juice, and only because I feel like women don't approach men as much as, I mean, maybe now more than they did in the past, but the man is the person that really approaches women or pursues women. So I honestly would have to agree with you on that, Juice, because we don't come up to a nigga and be like, hey, what's your number? Let me, like, every now and then we might try to shoot our shot and get out there, but men normally are the ones that come up to a lady and say, hey, I'm trying to take you out on a date, whoop whoop, or let me get to know you type shit. So yes, y'all do get rejected more than women.
Dang, I might be in the wrong
way more.
Unless you're in a gay relationship like me, you like women, because then I get rejected more, probably about the same amount as men.
The amount of like people that I like that I have crushes on, the amount of no, I don't like you, or no, I want such and such a, or you're just too big for me, so I don't want to date you no more.
Fuck you. Fuck it. Fuck them. You're not their preference, and that's okay. But you will find somebody that is in love with your preference or that likes you for you. Period.
And you know what's funny? Like when a female puts back up her standards and everything, but then lowers them for certain people, and she's like, you know what? Fuck it, my standards are back up high. People are like, why are you setting your standards so high?
Yeah, you need to lower your standards. You never.
No, because if you don't meet my requirements, if you don't meet my standards, my preference, then there's no connection for us to be even in a relationship that's supposed to lead on to something else.
Right. And I would have to agree with you on that. Regardless of if it's a man or if it's a woman, if you set your standards to be this is what it is, there is a 1 in a million, 1 in a billion, whatever it is. There's a 1 in whatever chance that somebody is going to meet those standards or exceed those standards. So if that's what you're looking for, I wouldn't say lower your standards for anybody else. Because if that's what you want, that's what you want. If that's what you need, that's what you need. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't say, oh, change that. I want this person to be skinny or fat or whatever it is. Don't change that, because at the end of the day, if you do change that, you're not going to be happy in that relationship. You're going to find something to nitpick or not be grateful for, whatever the case may be, because that's not what you originally wanted.
And still at the end of the day, somehow, some way, especially if they do meet that one in a million person or that person that exceeds it, still some way, that female or that male is still knocking down a little something of their standards or their preference.
I get whatever
because of that.
So, but I don't know. I've never really I've always played it safe and I've always just stuck to the background. So like, I think it's different for me, being who I am and stuff like that. Like, people have always like gravitated to me. You know what I mean? Like, I've never really, I never really like pressed the issue like that. All that running, all that, chasing shit is cool. You know what I'm saying? To a certain extent. I'm not gonna chase a female forever. I'm gonna let you think you got a little head start against me, and then boom, here you go. Oh my God, Bernard, oh, okay, cool. Like, that's what's up. But preservation, women have to preserve, we have to create ours. That's all I'm saying.
I feel like I just feel like men hold women to a different standard, a different regard than they hold themselves.
I would agree to that because there's also this one person who was said that
I won't say men, maybe I won't say men, certain men. I'll say that. Let's go with that.
Because
it's the men that can call those shots that you're talking about. A man who is making millions of dollars a year has the right to be like, this is the woman that I want because I've worked so hard to get what I have. This is the type of woman I want next to me.
And so shows a female. If a female is making bank and she got millions coming in from all these different directions and assets and all this, then a female should also be able to do that as well. It should be the same page for both.
I don't think I think BJ understands.
And the them's in between.
I think BJ understands that aspect. Like, it should be the both ends. So I don't think it's necessarily juice, but I agree with you on making sure that it's not a double standard in those type of situations. I don't know. Like I said, I just feel like women are held to a whole different degree and standard than men are. And it just goes back to old traditional roles and what people feel like women should do or used to do or are expected to do, or expected to act, look, even when it comes down to relationships, like, things are ever changing. So now we have all these different genders and sexualities and, things that people are trying to introduce or that are or being. And, it just comes down to having to be able to change your mindset, your perception on what is life, who am I, what are the things that I look forward to, and things like that.
And that brings to say that you really, really have to be open-minded
to
a lot of things. Don't be closed-minded because they're not female or male, so I don't know what gender they are. There's a lot of topics that's like this where they're like, well, they're not a guy, they're not a female, I don't know what they are, they're a they. Just say they're a they. Respect their pronouns.
Respectfully on this situation, even if even if you don't know, because see, in my situation, I get it. I dress in man's clothes. You know what I'm saying? Men's clothes. Every now and then, because sometimes I would dress girly. But if you don't know what that person's gender is, don't say nothing. Because I'll go into a store and people be like, what up, bruh? And I could have on just a plain hoodie. I could have on a hoodie and some jeans. And I'm a bruh.
I was walking into school one day when I was in public school. And mom just literally got done braiding my hair back. So I was like, I'm about to do something to my hair. I'm going to let it, be braided back and everything. I took my hood down, and next this guy in front of me, he turns around, he's like, hey, yo, bro. He's like, oh, shit, you're not my friend. I thought you was such and such a, and then turns right back around, starts laughing with his bros, and walks away. I felt like, damn, like, do you not see me as a female? Like, is the braids like doing something there? I literally went back in the bathroom and I took my braids out and I wet my hair. And I came home with my hair curly instead of it being in braids and back.
It goes back to the traditional way of thinking and living. People are so used to it being man, woman, girl, boy. And they're not open-minded or open to changing the way they interact with people. So like I said, when I go in places, I'm always a bruh. I'm always a dude. Nothing more, nothing less. No matter what I got on, I'm a dude or a bruh. Even with my short hair, it's even worse now. But I love my hair. I wouldn't change my hair for nothing. But I'm still a bruh or a dude. And I feel like if you don't know what the gender is, just say a general statement. Hey, how's your day going? You don't have to say yes, ma'am, no,
that,
sir.
Nigga, I'm like, what's happening, nigga? It's like, nah, I'm playing.
Okay, that brings me to like say to like try to switch up the subject and everything with clothes and everything. When it comes to a female and she wears like certain types of clothing and everything, clothing that makes her feel like a badass or feel like empowered within herself,
she be called a hoe.
Was she asking for it? Because that's what all guys say. They say like, "Oh, she's wearing something because she's asking."
Hey, we're gonna have to add that to the next one. Because that goes a little too deep. That goes too deep, and I actually got something that I want to say.
Let me say this. We are currently still looking in towards the merchandise that you guys have been asking for.
We got a new logo. Yeah, we got
logos and everything. We're still putting it in works. We have not forgotten about you guys asking about it. Okay, we're doing our best right now. There's a lot going on. What is it? Our Cash App is up, right?
Yes, it is.
Our Cash App is already up. We are soon coming up with a PO box, just in case if you guys want to start sending us little gifts or little knickknacks.
If you are a guy, a male, reach out if you trying to, hop on episodes or see where things can go as far as the podcast, because
you may be a permanent member.
We need to balance out the dynamic here.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be.
But we don't do that toxic energy over here. I will nip that right in the bud.
Like I said,
I am a big talker.
We need to balance out the hormones in here.
It's got to be somebody close, because the name is the Sibs. So we can't have, unless we have like the Sibs or the Sibs with, because yeah.
I mean, if we can still do, I'll be cool.
Yeah,
anyway, continue.
But like I was saying though, we need to balance out the hormones in here, because I feel like there's certain things that I may not understand. That you two understand being females, and then there's things that you don't understand from my point of view.
No. Hold on, wait.
Let me finish.
I understand.
I'm not saying you don't understand, but you yes, exactly. You see my viewpoint, but you've never been in my shoes. Another man could possibly have been like, damn, okay, I remember, yeah. And elaborate more than maybe what I can to help y'all see it, because I'm your brother. So you're probably, you know what I mean? Like I can say something that's a fact, right? Like I remember this one female that came up to me and was talking about being with me because such and such, such and such. And then you can be like, oh damn, I remember that. Versus another nigga actually telling his story and you understanding where he's, you know what I'm saying? Like it's different things from different aspects. I feel like we just need to balance it out. So if you know what I'm saying, hit me up, tap in. We do.
I'm in a friendship. I'm like a friend group right now, and we've been friends for a whole year. And this guy, he was like, "See, I'm tired of this. Y'all ganging up on me. I need another guy in this group. It just don't feel right." Like, if you can't handle us, just say that.
Nah, I don't think Juice can't.
That's your throuple?
No. That's my best friend.
Juice got the juice.
I don't know. I was just making sure.
No, don't get Juice wrong. Juice can handle it. He's just saying it's 2 women and 1 man, so it's not like an even perspective.
Like it's not gonna be like, oh, bro, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking to me.
To bounce back
like it's
on.
not, yeah, like, and not saying that like it's gonna be us 2 versus y'all 2, because I definitely understand and agree with a lot of things that you guys are saying too. Mm-hmm. But it's more so like with certain topics that only a man can really give on. Then it's like I want somebody else to be like, oh yeah,
because it is. I mean, it's certain topics that I can touch on with me being kind of masculine, but it's certain topics that I can't touch on because I'm not a man. So, it. Are you questioning?
Hey man, look, my name is Bernard, aka Just a Kid.
At the end of the day, you know what it is. You know what we do. It's Duncan.
You go Bambi.
Boy, Just a Kid.
We are the Sibs, and we about to get the fuck up out of here.
We are the Sibs, Duncan, Bambi, and Juice the Kid. Here to make you laugh and have a good time. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.